So I suppose developing some of the themes I've talked about, I think that we will see more boards being sued in relation to this, being caught in the middle of this culture war, I suppose you could call it, of do we move faster or slower with regard to ESG? I think that there is definitely some scope for that, and I think we will see that happening. The Shell derivative claim was pretty unsuccessful. I think that the fact that it was a protest group or a pressure group or a charity that was running the case as a minor shareholder didn't help the cause. But if institutional shareholders throw their weight, not just in terms of financing, but actually putting their names on derivative claims, then I think that is going to get noticed. And I think that courts may take those types of claims more seriously in the future. In America, derivative claims are popular and becoming more popular. And the recent history shows that the settlements are becoming bigger. So I think that in the US, the class actions are always going to be there, but the derivative actions, I think, are having a very fertile time at the moment, and those settlements are going up. And that does mean that the indemnity from the company may not be available for those types of settlement, because obviously it's a claim by the company, and therefore the insurance will become more important again for directors. So I see those as definitely happening in the next few years. Heightened regulation. A lot of laws have changed since the last edition of the book. A lot of laws have changed, but we haven't really seen the effects of those laws. We haven't seen directors yet being held account off the back of those new laws. And I think that we'll see a lot more of that. So I think the next edition could be quite interesting in terms of looking and seeing how all those new laws are actually working out for directors. And I think otherwise I see more of the same. A lot of choppy. It's a choppy sea at the moment. Geopolitical situation is still fluid. There's war. There's war in more places than there used to be, and some very worrying developments on the international stage. Again, I think it'll be a choppy time. I think there will be risks for directors just coming out of that. The recession, the potential recession. The UK has been teetering on the brink of recession really all year, and that's not really going away. There's no sign that interest rates are going to start to reduce. No sign of that at all. And inflation is stubbornly high. And these are things that create problems for companies and for all of us, actually, but for companies in particular. So the availability of credit, of financing, cash flow problems, increased costs. These are all. I think in the near term, these are the things that the director is going to be wrestling with.